Tim Brunkan. I'm the defensive coordinator at North Scott, and today I'm just going to go through kind of a simple blitz that we kind of stumbled upon or kind of evolved to from our 3-4 front. As we've been in our 3 front, probably 2 or 3 years now. Just kind of a quick explanation of our 3 front. We went to this. We are a field-based defense, so we have certain guys go to the field and certain guys go to the boundary. And a lot of the stuff we did the first couple years was just kind of based off field and boundary. For example, if we wanted to slant our front to the field and bring maybe this linebacker, we had a certain call for that. We had to kind of blitz to the field or to the boundary depending on kind of what we saw. Obviously we could bring any of our linebackers, but that's kind of where we started with our 3 front. Kind of what we evolved to. What people were doing is they maybe put an extra tight end over here. A lot of times we ended up slanting away from the tight end, blitzing away from the tight end, and kind of gave them an extra gap, gave them a little bit of advantage to that boundary side, or maybe to the field side if they count us in a boundary blitz. So kind of what we ended up evolving to was we assign all of our slants a number, and I'm just going to say that we kind of evolved to, I guess we call it a 20. Tells the guys where they're going to slant to. So our 20 could change week to week, and what we evolved to is maybe slanting to a certain guy. Tight end's kind of the obvious one. But we tied our blitz to slanting to the tight end or the H-back, kind of in this picture. So maybe teams were putting that tight end or that H-back to the boundary. So we kind of gave our kids, so let's say we called it a 20 blitz. The 20 blitz for the week would be to the tight end and maybe the inside backer. Let's just give him a number. Let's say our inside back, this guy was 1, this guy was 2. So we would call a 2-1-2. So what that means is we're going to slant to the tight end and blitz to the tight end. So the tight end is there. All right, that means that the option is one of these guys is going, well, whoever's got the tight end is going to go. All right, and it made us a little bit more sound when people were putting the tight end to the boundary or putting them in certain spots where now we can kind of dictate where our blitz is going instead of just going to a certain spot in the field. And then what we evolved from there is, so people will take that guy and start him there, well, they'll go in motion. So now our guys know, well, he's not here anymore. All right, he's going to be on that side of the formation, so we're going to slant that way, blitz that way. So, they just talk to each other, motion, motion, motion. Now they know, hey, he's going to end up over here, and we're going to blitz that way. It gave us some pretty good flexibility. We could do stuff with the back if we saw a zone read team. So basically, our boundary and field stuff was still there, but this might change weekly depending on what type of team we saw. If we saw a big pin and pull team that tight end, we're probably going to slant to the tight end. If we saw a team that had an H-back that's going to go in motion a lot, maybe the 20 blitz would be wherever he ends up. That's where we're slanting to and blitzing to. We can tie the inside backers into that. We could tie the outside backers into it too. It just gave us a little bit more flexibility to kind of bring the blitz where we wanted to bring it.